A family boards a plane, desperate for a new life, but at 15,000 feet, terror takes control. What begins as a hijacking turns into a fight for survival when one passenger realizes the only way to save his family is to make a devastating choice. The family settles in as the plane takes off. A flight attendant serves drinks, but calm shatters. Gunfire erupts. The hijackers storm the cockpit, shouting demands and seizing control of the aircraft. Panic swells as the hijackers threaten violence. A passenger attempts to intervene, but is shot. The pilot radios for help, but the situation spirals. Demands intensify. Take us out of Vietnam. The pilot reveals a grim truth. They lack the fuel to escape. Desperation mounts as the hijackers issue chilling ultimatums. Open the door, or the hostages die. A flight attendant is grabbed. A flight attendant learns that one of the air marshals, Khan, is back on duty after 8 months. She expresses relief knowing that he will be on board for backup support if anything goes wrong. The flight attendant and Khan playfully banter about his tardiness. Another passenger awkwardly offers a rice coupon. Khan declines, stating that the coupon is only for loved ones. Khan greets a former trainee, Mr. Bin, who's rushing to Saigon. Khan wants to see his pregnant wife. As passengers board, a family struggles with an urn containing their grandfather's ashes. Passengers playfully tease each other. They joke about Khan's pilot skills. One passenger brings durian, hoping to impress his girlfriend's parents. The flight prepares for takeoff. A passenger, Bin, reveals he is a martial arts teacher as he chats with Hai and his family. Meanwhile, Anhan is instructed to go to the flight deck, under threat of death to a hostage. Anhan moves to obey. The terrorist warns her against screaming or making eye contact. She claims to be getting medicine for a passenger. Suspicion begins to brew among the other passengers. Anhan knocks on the cockpit door and delivers coffee to Kong. Bin suddenly attacks, attempting to breach the cockpit, but the terrorists threaten to kill everyone if he doesn't sit down. Chaos explodes. The passengers plead with Bin. He refuses to back down, despite the dire consequences. Passengers are terrified. The pilot sends a mayday call, declaring they are under attack. Ground control receives a mayday call. The pilot reports a hijacking and total loss of flight deck control. A fighter jet is scrambled to intercept, racing against the clock. Colonel Quian reveals another marshal is on board, unknown to the hijackers. Passengers weigh their options as tensions flare. The hijackers demand a course change out of Vietnam. Long asserts control, demanding compliance with chilling threats. He warns passengers of the consequences for disobedience, brandishing weapons and showcasing his ruthlessness. Passengers attempt to distract the hijackers. A man feigns an itch. Others plot desperate maneuvers, knowing the risks. A father asks his son to come to the toilet with him. A tense standoff unfolds as a father pleads for his son's toilet break. The hijacker refuses, escalating the threat. Panic swells as the situation inches towards violence. Another passenger stirs, claiming mental slowness to check a crate. He tries to grab a gun. Chaos ignites as desperation intensifies within the confined space. News breaks. Air Force fighters mobilize to intercept the flight, spelling doom for everyone on board. An air marshal reveals himself, adding a new layer to the unfolding drama. The hijackers lash out. One man is beaten. The leader demands the captain's wife. He tells the captain if he opens the cockpit door, he can save everyone's life. The captain's wife is allowed to speak to him in an attempt to open the door. The captain tells her that the plane is already rerouted and to follow the flight path. Fong grapples with his wife's potential sacrifice. She recounts cherished memories, attempting to sway him. He resists, knowing opening the door invites death. Trin pleads with him to not risk himself. Enhan receives desperate instructions. Passengers debate resisting, torn between hope and certain doom. The fighter jet's arrival looms. Panic surges as the final countdown begins. Tensions explode as the hijackers become more aggressive and violent. They threaten to shoot through the door, jeopardizing Trin. A desperate debate ensues. Death hangs in the balance. The captain risks everything to contact the fighter jet. He races to find a solution, knowing the plane faces imminent destruction. The hijackers become increasingly suspicious and erratic. A risky gamble ensues as they plot a countermove. Bin speaks to ground control and gives a secret message. The colonel understands the plane is safe and calls off the fighter jet. The colonel needs a command code to prevent friendly fire. Bin stalls, demanding the code to call off the MiG. Tensions soar as the clock ticks down to disaster. Chaos erupts. Mouse attacks, biting like a dog. A brutal fight ensues, leaving Mouse injured and bleeding. The situation spirals out of control as violence escalates. Investigations expose a conspiracy. Long's gang smuggled weapons, but someone else forged the documents. The accomplice is likely on the plane, setting a stage for betrayal. Suspicion falls on co-pilot Khan. He is ordered to cut communications. He defends himself. Fawn demands obedience, promising a chance to prove innocence upon landing. Accusations fly. Long's plan falters. He is betrayed by the co-pilot. Anger intensifies as the families face ruin. The hijackers point fingers, demanding the plan continue. Fuang urges calm as suspicion mounts toward the co-pilot. She instructs the group to play victim and await their chance. Meanwhile, Sun suffers from the dog bite, alarming the passengers. Trin, agitated, demands to speak with Khan, the co-pilot, her husband. She brandishes a gun, seeking Bin to aid the injured Sun. Tension escalates as trust erodes within the group. The plane turns back to Da Nang. Panic ignites among the passengers facing potential execution. One man proposes a desperate plan: break free and force open the cockpit door, risking everything. A desperate alliance forms. Su receives instructions. Violence erupts as they attack. The door gets locked. A mother screams, shielding her child from the chaos. The plan unfolds. Inside, panic ignites. A mother pleads for aid for her dying son. Threats escalate as demands to open the door become vehement. The captors brace for what's next. Amidst the chaos, a desperate confession surfaces. Mouse declares his love. Trin begs Khan to listen. Flashbacks interweave, showing their happier times, contrasting starkly with their current peril. Bin, in agony, clutches a grenade. He threatens annihilation. A standoff ensues. Dan and Tai are caught in the middle. The stakes skyrocket as one wrong move spells destruction. Khan reveals a desperate plan: blow the cockpit, kill the pilot, seize the plane, and save his child. Dan questions his sanity. A chilling resolve settles. Desperate pleas for reason echo. An offer of medical aid emerges. Hope flickers. Bin's son implores him to live. The future hangs in the balance. Can compassion overcome despair? Bin bleeds out. Trin fights to control the plane, following Bin's frantic instructions. They navigate the broken controls, pushing the aircraft toward the ground. Trin struggles with the brakes. She confesses her inexperience. Bin barks orders as the ground rushes toward them. Tension explodes. Can she stop the plane? They survive. Relief washes over them. The surviving passengers express gratitude. Authorities investigate the hijackers' network, discovering a corrupt co-pilot's betrayal. Suspicions shift. Khan embraces his wife. Trin prepares to reveal a secret. Passengers exit the plane, greeted by security and a promise of questioning. Passengers disembark. Gratitude abounds. A family reunites. Bin insists on carrying Long's urn. Dao and Hai are told to exit, leaving the fallen behind. Long confronts Bin, the urn's carrier. Accusations storm the air. Bin and his father are revealed as masterminds, bribing Chuang and hiring Long's crew. Their motive? A desperate grab for a better future. Long challenges Bin's choices, decrying the terror inflicted on the innocent. He refuses to believe the country lacks a future. Long declares Bin has turned his family into criminals. A tense standoff ignites. Long offers Bin a deal, a chance to live for his child. Bin accepts death, prioritizing his child's upbringing. He claims Fuang is innocent of his scheme. Long pressures Bin. Bin chooses duty over family. A struggle erupts. Bin grabs the gun, determined to prevent the police from entering and killing him. Long declares his choice of life for every family. Later, Long is home, naming his daughter Trin, meaning blessed gem. Despite the loss, peace settles over them. Long's visitor declares they should leave, but he urges them to stay. Long insists they must recover first. Tensions flare as they express their intent to depart, revealing inner turmoil and a need to escape. Abruptly, a sharp pain erupts. Years later, a ceremony unfolds, honoring heroic acts. The film exposes inspiration rooted in true events. It recounts the crew's brave defense against hijackers in 1978. Justice storms in. The mastermind hijacker faces execution. His wife receives an 8-year sentence. The remaining captors encounter their end.